You know what? Up until now, I didn't think I'd have to talk about anything relating to Butch Hartman on his channel. But this video that we're covering today is a very special case, to put it lightly. Today, we're making a commentary on a guy named Broman, aka Megadupe TV. He's essentially a commentator who talks about other people in a manner of condescension while also getting emotional at certain points. One of his well-known examples was when he challenged both the Alt-CC and the Neo-CC to a WWE-style wrestling match back in 2017.
In fact, I challenge every commentary community member right now. Next year at WrestleMania, all of you guys, in the main event, I will walk in there as a challenger and come out of there as a champion. Nothing can stop me. I am the best. I am different from everybody else, and I am the ultimate fucking ranter.
Why do I bring this up? Well, he's had a track record of doing this in his commentary videos for a while now, and this latest video is a good example of that. About a week ago, during the time of recording, he made a video going after WooHooLad, who made a video expressing his outrage over Butch Hartman charging $200 for artwork that seems amateurish when compared to some of the artists on Twitter that he links his video description. And I'm here today to cover Bro's video. So without further ado, let's get ready to kick some fire around because it's commentary time.
Hello everyone. This is Broman here.
Oh no. Please don't tell me that we're starting off like this. I'm sorry, but I have some issues. Number one, the format you're doing this video in. You're basically recording your computer monitor with your camera, and it does not look good. With how dim the lighting is and how blurry your computer screen is, it may cause eye strain for some of your viewers. Like, this is the kind of shit I do back in 2015 before getting OBS. Which leads me to number two. This feels off-putting on your channel when I know you can edit videos. You've done it before.
You may have signs of doubt, but try something new for once. And I don't mean try something that isn't a cartoon. Please, try something that's not a comedy.
Yes, he should definitely try something new. Am I right, guys? Even though he hasn't written an episode of the show, A Family Guy, since 2010.
Why you choose not to do it here, I don't know. I mean, at least you're able to make it audible enough for your viewers to listen to, but it's still jarring either way.
And if you look at this dude's channel, if you actually take the time to look at this dude's channel, WooHooLad, you can tell, like, this dude just uploads nothing but fucking degenerate goddamn content. Just looking at his more recent videos, like, literally it's just clickbaity as fuck. Putting goddamn hentai in every fucking thumbnail. Like, it's really fucking cringy, dude.
I don't really see how his thumbnails are clickbait, because when you look at the video titles, the thumbnails do relate to what the videos are talking about. Like showing Charlie and Angel Dust on videos talking about Hartman Hotel, putting Steven Hillenburg next to SpongeBob underwater when talking about Nickelodeon's plans to release a show about Patrick Star, and in the video you're covering, two characters that are the property of the show Danny Phantom, a Butch Hartman show.
He burnt my Krabby Patty.
He burnt my fries.
He burnt my shake.
I am gonna do a response to this video. Oh yeah, and of course, like every other shitty fucking YouTuber, he has to have these annoying as fuck advertisements on his videos. This is a side rant. Quick side rant, okay? I really hate how this has become so commonplace now on YouTube, where you have these talentless hacks who just have to plaster their videos with shitty ads.
Okay, any proof that WooHooLad is deliberately putting ads in his videos in order to monetize them? Because there's other reasons why ads can occur in a video. For instance, what if Butch Hartman decided to file a copyright claim on his video in order to get money off of it based on the art that he shows? Or if there's copyrighted music in there and a music company copyright claims it. And, unlikely I know, I take an odd bet that Woohoo didn't even want to monetize the video at first, but circumstances like the ones listed could have occurred to where he'd have to be forced to let those ads play on his video.
what are you doing, man? Come on. Are you serious? Do you think this is actually worth $200?
Oh,
Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself, but let me explain to you something. Butch Hartman is basically scamming people out of their money and taking what it means to be an artist as a complete and total joke.
Okay, we're less than 20 seconds in, and you've already said something completely fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Scamming? Butch Hartman is quote-unquote scamming people? Did the people who ask for artwork from Butch Hartman, did they pay the money and Butch Hartman, he didn't give it to them? He didn't give them the artwork? Because unless that is the case, he isn't scamming people.
While you aren't technically wrong with this point, WooHooLad does go on to explain what he means by Butch Hartman scamming people.
And when I say scamming, I mean quite literally scamming the heck out of people that are paying him for commissions. Something that artists do on the regular as a source of income. He is charging $200 on name recognition alone for absolute trash.
And he even shows examples of the artwork Butch Hartman has made, something you show in your own video later on. And I can see where he's coming from. If people pay Butch Hartman $200 for artwork and it comes out looking like what Woohoo shows in his video, then yes, it can feel like they got scammed out of their money.
That's not what scamming is.
Which is honestly just disgusting. And when I say scamming, I mean quite literally scamming the heck out of people.
That isn't what scamming is.
Something that artists do on the regular.
That's not scamming.
As a source of income. He is charging $200 on name recognition alone for absolute trash.
Yeah, because he's he's an animator who created one of the most popular kids shows of all time. Of course he would, charge his shit for more money.
Okay, but if people go up to a professional artist with $200 expecting to get good artwork in return, you'd inherently think that he'd be able to deliver on that promise, especially since he's been in the art business for quite some time now, giving him plenty of time to improve on and perfect his art style. But as we'll see in your video in a bit, his art hasn't really gotten any better.
Okay, so here we have Zorro, just a standard little photo, nothing too fancy.
Okay.
Here we have Kite from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, cool.
Here we have Ron-chan, okay. Take a good look at this one.
Anime degeneracy, sure.
Ember from Danny Phantom, which is a show that he made.
Alright.
And last and most certainly least, the worst one of them all, I'll talk about this later, Dib from Invader Zim.
You know, it's funny because this guy, for like the rest of the video, he constantly resorts to that Dib picture to try to like shit on Butch Hartman's artwork. Even though that's more or less what Dib like looked like in the show. That's more or less Dib from Invader Zim. Like, have you seen the original show? That's his design. Dib already had a very simplistic design. Like, what did you want Butch Hartman to do? Did you want him to do, like, completely different fan art or something?
While you are correct about Dib from Invader Zim having a simplistic design, WooHooLad was bringing the fan art up in order to show that he was expecting the commissioned fan art to have a high quality style to it, rather than something that anybody can see out of a kid's show like Fairly Odd Parents.
But right now I want to talk about this absolute lazy art quality. So let's go back to those photos again.
Yeah,
There's something you'll notice.
The quality of the artwork here is irrelevant because Butch Hartman is one of the most popular animators of all time. One of the most popular animators of all time. And also, art is subjective. Like, what you may find to be high quality artwork, others may find to be completely trash, and vice versa. You don't have an actual point here.
Oh jeez. Broman, you do realize what you said was really stupid, right? If the quality of somebody's artwork is irrelevant, then anybody can be a top-tier artist, regardless of whether or not their art looks like something they drew for the first time in Microsoft Paint, or something they spend a lot of time doing in Medibang Paint Pro. And popularity should not be the determining point for how well an artist can perform. Because if they don't make artwork that's professional in the minds of people paying for them, that can negatively affect their public relations with their targeted audiences.
Commissioned myself. I mean, Phoebe, for goodness sake, she was commissioned for $30. Now, Phoebe looks infinitely better than anything that I showed you from Butch Hartman, right?
That's irrelevant.
What's the problem here? Okay?
That's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Is just making everything look bad for every artist out there.
Yeah, that's
okay?
that's just the society we live in. That's literally just the society we live in. Like, tough luck, like boo-hoo. Like, this is the same reason why fucking athletes sell articles of clothing for a ridiculous amount of money. Name recognition gives you, it gives people extra cash. If people know who you are, your stuff is automatically more valuable. That's just the society we live in.
Just because it's a society that we live in, it doesn't give Butch Hartman much of an excuse to make the fan art that he does when other artists are charging $30 or less for artwork that WooHooLad finds exponentially better. Again, I'd like to point out that public relations can negatively change for an artist given the circumstances Woohoo's laying on the table.
Some artists' work that they charge $200 for, and you're going to see an instant difference. Ready? Okay, so here's some screenshots. All right, one thing before we go on, though, every artist
the next
here is going to be inside
like what
the
is it, minute and a half? He just spends. He just starts jizzing, like literally jizzing over like these people's artwork, even though he's again missing the main point that name recognition gives people. It makes their stuff more valuable. Like the quote-unquote quality of the artwork here is literally irrelevant because guess what? People don't know who these people are nobodies. Like these Twitter artists that you're showing me right now are fucking nobodies. Okay? They're nobodies. They're just bitter losers. That's literally it.
Okay, but it looks like some of these nobody artists Woohoo is showing in this video are actually aspiring artists looking to become well known, just like Butch Hartman. And you shitting on them as nobodies is pretty dismissive to what they're doing, and it shows a prime example of how condescending you can be in your videos. Actually, let's do a little bit of an experiment for this upcoming part, shall we? In the part I'm skipping, Broman calls the Twitter artist artwork Woohoo shows off and compares to Butch Hartman's artwork as being irrelevant to the discussion of the Butch Hartman fan art.
These are some pieces I put probably 8+ hours into each.
Irrelevant.
8 hours.
Literally
right,
irrelevant.
Keep this in the back of your mind because this comes to bite him in the ass in this upcoming point.
I want in on this tag. Hashtag my200 versus Butch 200. Any opportunity to dunk on Butch.
I love this fucking loser right here, aortic inkwell, this fucking mongoloid. I love how mask off this person decided to go off with the, this person is with this tweet, right? I love how they completely dropped the mask. Any opportunity to dunk on Butch. Any opportunity to dunk on Butch. These people, they don't have actual standards.
I can actually agree with this point on principle as there are some artists who will actually go out of their way to try to one-up other artists. But if I can pull something up from earlier, you did say that the Twitter artwork is irrelevant to the discussion, right?
These are some pieces I put probably 8+ hours into each.
Irrelevant.
8 hours.
Literally
right,
irrelevant.
If we're talking about the Butch Hartman artwork, then this point is also irrelevant to the discussion since you're going on a tangent about other artists not having standards when it comes to motivation and doing artwork. Like, pick a lane and roll with it. Either the Twitter artwork is relevant to the discussion or it's not. You can't have it go both ways here.
He burnt my Krabby Patty.
He burnt my fries.
He burnt my shake.
But look at these. Look at these. Again, all I can say is the detail. That first one.
It's
look
irrelevant.
At the background.
The quality of the artwork, ignoring the fact that art is subjective, is irrelevant.
Now for the
quality is irrelevant.
This evening, wild
people don't know who these people are. Nobodies.
Said, okay, so I know I'm undercharging to shit, but I have a
yeah, because you're a fucking nobody. Of course you're gonna undercharge.
Well, it certainly didn't take very long for Emotion to join in after condescension. Like, bro, if the quality of the artwork is irrelevant, then why are you getting upset at these people? Like you yourself stated, they're nobodies, right? So then they're not worth getting mad over. If I were to play devil's advocate to this, WooHooLad does push this narrative throughout the entire video, so maybe that could be a reason as to why you're getting upset at this point, but at the end of the day, his video is nothing to get this worked up about, especially when you call his video shitty later on. And trust me when I say this, people, this isn't even the boiling point of the video. That part comes later on, and trust me, we'll pull that carrot up when we get there.
He burnt my Krabby Patty.
He burnt my fries.
He burnt my shake.
I want to emphasize something real quick. These are the first 4 artists that I found. This isn't just me trying to play it up for some stark contrast between Butch and artists. There is that much...
No, you definitely are. Don't try to play this, don't try to pretend that you're being quote-unquote neutral here. You definitely are. You literally made a goddamn fucking clickbaity as fuck thumbnail in 2020. Mind you, entitled your video like this just so you can have fucking mongoloids, literal mongoloids, circle jerking themselves in the comment section below, whining about the devil himself, Butch Hartman.
Again, his thumbnail isn't clickbaity as it shows 2 of Butch Hartman's characters, which leads us in the direction that he's talking about Butch Hartman. Also, when did WooHooLad say he was being neutral? The most he said was that he wasn't trying to create a stark contrast between other artists and Butch Hartman, but that was leading up to an explanation as to why, in his opinion, Butch isn't as good as an artist as many people make him out to be.
I want to emphasize something real quick. These are the first 4 artists that I found. This isn't just me trying to play it up for some stark contrast between Butch and artists. There is that much talent out there, and when Butch sets an example as an artist, or at least he should be an artist, that has made it part of the industry and is a quote-unquote professional, it looks really bad on some, more amateur or more individual artists that are trying to make it in the world. When people suddenly expect, oh, this is $200, this is what $200 gets you. Wow, art sure is bad. You see how that's a bad look?
Context can really help you out in a video like this so you don't wind up going on tangents like this one, Broman.
When people suddenly expect, oh, this is $200, this is what $200 gets you. Wow, art sure is bad. You see how that's a bad look? You see what you're doing here, Butch? You're really making it hard on some artists here by making your commissions this terrible.
So let me get this straight. It's a bad look for Butch Hartman to sell his artwork, but it's not a bad look for you with your fucking, if this thing would load faster, with your fucking degenerate, autistic as fuck, hentai goddamn thumbnails, like hentai clickbait thumbnails. Yeah, it's a bad look for Butch Hartman to sell his shit, but it's not a bad look for you with these fucking retarded ass videos, making videos like this where you just whine about Butch Hartman. Yeah, that's definitely consistent.
Okay, your call to hypocrisy doesn't work for 2 reasons. 1, WooHoo isn't even selling the art that he makes for his thumbnails. And 2, even if he wants to sell future art that he makes, when looking at the possibility of making a profit, it's going to be hard, not just for him, but for other artists like him to make much, because Butch Hartman, one of the leaders in the art community, is not delivering on the quality artwork people are paying $200 for, which can cause a negative stigma to occur in people's mind that if this is the artwork that's being put out there, then any artist not as popular as Butch is most likely going to put out something worse. This is a big problem, as WooHoo points out.
This guy is ruining his reputation every single day, and I hope that he'll be dethroned anytime soon.
Wait, dethroned?
Not because I hate the guy, but because honestly, it is not fair.
What does that even mean? Dethroned? Is that what he said? Oh my God.
Ruining his reputation every single and I hope that he'll be dethroned anytime soon.
Yeah, he did say dethroned. What the fuck does that even mean? Dethroned? Dethroned from what?
I mean, I think it's pretty clear that WooHooLad wants to see Butch Hartman get beat out by other upcoming artists so that he won't be considered a top-tier animator anymore based on the wording that he uses. How you don't get what he's trying to say here is far beyond me at this point. And I know you're going to try to take his wording as literally as possibly shortly afterwards, but he was using the word dethroned in a metaphorical sense in this instance.
I love you so much. See you on Twitch, boys.
Fucking moron. Holy shit, this video... Dude, this video actually legit made me want to kill myself. Like, you guys, some of my fans have been worried over my sanity. They were literally asking me, yo, bro, man, are you feeling suicidal? And it's because of videos like this that make me legit want to just kill like, literally, just take a fucking gun, put it in my mouth, and just pull the fucking trigger.
Really? So because somebody made a shit video according to you, you want to commit suicide? I'd hate to be the one to pull off this argument, but if you think something is terrible, then is it worth watching at the end of the day? If you're worried about your sanity, then a big suggestion is for you to watch videos that don't get you all worked up. Because all this is at the end of the day is you getting angry over something that isn't worth all the salt you've been pouring out.
And the retard, the 12,000 fucking retards saw this video and were like, that made sense. Yeah, this is the type of shit that makes me want to kill myself. I want every single one of my fans, if you care about my fucking sanity, go and mass dislike this video as much as you can. I want you guys to spread it. Spread the news. Dislike this fucking autism.
And the big shoe finally drops. And this is the major reason why I wanted to cover this video in the first place. When I heard Broman say this my first time watching, I was dying. Literally dying while laughing in shame at the utter toxicity of what he said. If you care about my sanity, go and mass dislike this video. I don't think I need to tell you that this is not a good mindset to have, getting your fans to dislike a video that you find to be stupid. This can even be seen as a low-tier form of harassment on your end, since you're getting other people onto Woohoo's video to spread massive dislikes onto it. And if we have learned anything from the Leafy is Here situation a while back, sending your fans out to hate and harass somebody else can even lead to YouTube terminating your channel, because they'll see that you're starting shit to try to put down another creator on the site. And that's basically where this video ends, and oh boy do I have a load to say. Broman, this was terrible. I could have given you a pass on this video and just said that you were being stupid throughout the video. I could have given you a pass and just left you a comment telling you to improve your video quality for the next video you make. I could have given you a pass for all of that, were it not for what you said towards the end of the video. A shit video is a shit video, yes, I get it, and you can cover a video you think is shit. But throughout this whole video, you got progressively angrier and angrier with not understanding what Woo was saying, labeling his comparisons of artwork as irrelevant, and being a condescending tool towards him because he was talking about Butch Hartman, somebody who's becoming more and more infamous in the view of the populace. And you didn't stop there. Oh no, not in the slightest. You made sure, at the end, to spew venom towards WooHooLad. You made your damnedest goal to make sure that he got flooded with hate from your fanbase. And hearing this coming from you, I'm surprised that there isn't as much of a backlash against you as there already is. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to tell my fans to dislike bomb you because of what you said. Instead, I'm going to tell them not to go over to you and harass you. I'm putting this message out there right now to anybody who watches this video. Do not, and I repeat, do not dislike Broman's video in the same manner that he's telling his fans to do to WooHooLad. Because doing evil things to one person is not a justification for the evil things they do to another person. And before I go, Broman, I have this to say to you. The next time you do a commentary, Learn to curb your emotions to the sideline unless you have a justifiable reason to get angry. Stupidity can be excused, and most people are willing to forgive a bad video based on stupidity. However, malice can ruin you in a heartbeat, and when you get emotional, you can be prone to saying malicious things in a video, which can dare and tarnish your reputation as a YouTuber. If the situation is unavoidable, walk away. A prime example of this can be seen in my T-Moss boss video, where as mad as I got at him, I didn't curse him out. I didn't tell him to stop making videos. I didn't even tell my fans to dislike bomb his videos on how Just the Robot's fanbase was at the time being quote unquote racist towards him. I walked away to calm down. I ended the whole video before I exploded into anger. Hopefully you can bounce back from this in your next video because Christ on a cross, this was not one of your better moments on YouTube. Anyway, until next time, this is 64 Beastie Man, beasting out.